believe I'm doing this. I'm refilming this again. Hello everybody, I am back with another video. I'm doing a first impressions review of Colourpop, and I already filmed this, so I'm already a little bit annoyed. God, you gotta be kidding me, my battery's dying! So I just got my Colourpop package yesterday. I'm gonna do a quick review and first impressions of it. The first two products that I got were the Colourpop cream gel liners. I got it in the color Brouhaha and Exit. Exit is just a white color. I do like it a lot. This one I probably will actually use as opposed to Brouhaha, which is just a dark brown. The formulation is totally fine. I just feel like for $5 is a pretty expensive for what they are. I'd probably just purchase them from e.l.f. or Wet n Wild. These are the only products that I got that feel cheap in your hand. Like they feel like cheap pens. They feel like cheap mechanical pens, mechanical pencils. And the one thing I will mention is that when I received this one was already broken, but it came broken. So I'm missing a large portion of it. And that's not really my fault if it came broken. Not really Colourpop's fault. But it came broken. I just wanted to mention that. So for those two products, I do feel like they're not really worth it. I probably would not repurchase them. I filmed this already and I threw everything around. The next two products were the lippy sticks. I got it in the color Aquarius and the color Oh Snap. I do like both of these colors a lot. The formulation is very good. I do like these opposed to the liquid lipsticks, but that's just because I'm not a huge fan of the liquid lipsticks. And that's not just Colourpop's liquid lipsticks, it's just generally I don't really like them. I prefer an actual lipstick. I do like the color a lot. I just picked out a cool tone and a warm tone of it because I wasn't sure which one would look better on me. I feel like you do get a lot of bang for a buck. These ones are pretty good. If I want to repurchase any lipsticks, I'll probably repurchase these. These ones are pretty good in comparison to other, I guess, regular, like higher up tiered makeup brands. I usually like to buy the Bite Beauty ones, but considering the price point, I'm probably just gonna get these now. The next thing that I got was a color blush. It is this super shock cheek matte blush called Cruel Intentions. I got this as a dupe as the Sephora birthday gift. It was the Tarte blush. I forget what it's called. I think it's Party with 3 A's. I got it as a dupe, but when I received it, I thought it was going to be a little bit too dark. But it's actually not super pigmented. If you pick it up lightly with the blush, it actually looks really nice, especially for my skin tone. It looks like a nice natural flush and very similar to the Tarte blush. And the Tarte blushes are like $30 and this one's not $30, so I will be buying this one. This one hopefully will last me a long time too. So everything that I've mentioned so far is also vegan. Wanted to put that in too. The next two things that I got were these setting sprays. I got it in the Rose Quartz and Amethyst scents and colors or whatever. This is my first time using a setting spray, so I'm impartial to them. I got them as a universal spray. I'm gonna see how that works. For preference of scents, they're very lightly scented. This one is supposed to be like grapefruit or something, the Rose Quartz one, and it is kind of grapefruity. And this one reminds me of like lilac or lavender. But they're very light in scent. And I haven't used setting sprays enough to have a super huge impression on them, but considering the price point, and look at them, they're really pretty. Considering the price point and how they look, I do like them so far. I just don't know how well they're going to perform. I am going to nitpick about one thing though. I don't like that it doesn't contain the actual ingredients on the box. The box just says contains real quartz, apple extract, grapefruit extract, and olive oil, and there are definitely not just 4 ingredients in this. And I'm just being nitpicky, but I like to know what's actually in my products. So I like to know, so now you're going to know. Water, glycerin, pyrus, malice, apple fruit extract, olive oil, glycers, 8 esters, quartz powder, citrus grandis, grapefruit, fruit extract. Radish root ferment fruited potassium sorbate xanthan gum lactic acid flake. That wasn't all of them, but I didn't want to say the rest because I couldn't pronounce them. So obviously there's not 4 ingredients on here, and they could have printed it on the box, but I'm assuming that they didn't for aesthetic purposes. Like, this is really pretty. It's a pretty box. I'll probably have it up for display for a little bit and then I'll probably throw it out. We'll see. We'll see how long this lives on my shelf for. So everything that I talked about so far has all been vegan products. The next thing, unfortunately, I did not know at the time of purchase because I didn't research it enough, is the You Had Me at Hello palette. It is not listed as vegan, which probably means that there's something in here that is not vegan. It's probably bugs. If that bothers you, obviously don't purchase this. It doesn't bother me too much. I would have preferred if it was vegan, but it's not. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'm still going to use it. The one thing I wanted to mention was that I thought this palette was going to be a lot larger, which is, I guess, okay in retrospect, because I'll definitely be able to use it as a travel palette. These are all colors that I really like. I'm not a huge eyeshadow person, but I'm slowly getting into it, and these are all colors that I'm comfortable with. And sorry. And another thing is that this is one of the only palettes that actually comes with a mirror, which is really nice. And the packaging was decent. It is magnetic like most palettes are, and the colors are on the back. I'm not going to list them off to you, and if you need swatches, I'm sure you can definitely find them on the internet. The colors are all very, very pretty. They're actually super, super pigmented. I was a little bit surprised when I was doing my makeup earlier that they're so pigmented. I'm not used to using good shadows, I guess, so I'll definitely be having fun with this. And the packaging is also super, super pretty. So overall, I think I had a pretty good experience with Colourpop. They are like I said, they're a vegan, cruelty-free company based in LA, so that's in the States. I live in Canada, so when I placed my order, I did have to pay duties when the package was coming over. It's not at the fault of Colourpop, but there's nothing I can really do about that. Kind of sucks that I had to pay for duties. And also just make sure that because you're ordering from a different country to take in mind that there's a conversion rate. I didn't have to pay too much extra, so I feel like I didn't waste my money. I still consider Colourpop as like a low to middle tier makeup brand. And the other things I guess I just wanted to mention was that processing and shipping took a very, very long time, supposedly because it's the Christmas season. I placed my order in October and I just got it now in November, which is kind of a long time. But it wasn't a huge deal, but it was just something I wanted to mention. My personal experience is that the shipping took a very, very long time. Processing, I think, took like 4 or 5 days. So like I said, I do like the company. I feel like if you're a new person transitioning into cruelty-free and or vegan products, Colourpop is a good start. They definitely are on the low to middle tier price range for makeup, but the only reason why I mention it is because e.l.f. and Wet n Wild are very, very good low tier cruelty-free makeup brands, but not everybody is able to purchase from them. And Colourpop, you can obviously order them. I think they do ship to most countries, so that's something to consider if you want to switch over to cruelty-free. So that is my first impressions review of Colourpop. I do have their liquid lipsticks from before that I made from a previous purchase, but I'm not a huge fan of liquid lipsticks, so I didn't really want to talk about them, but that's my personal preference. I just don't like liquid lipsticks. But I'm pretty happy with all the things that I got. The palette's good, the setting spray, we'll see. I do like the color, the lipsticks are good, except for you. I don't like the liners. I'll use them, but they're not my favorite. Again, personal preference. I don't like cream liners, but I wanted to try something new. That is all I really wanted to talk about today. I don't really want to wake up my cat, but I want to say bye. I'm very tired. She's very tired. She's doing little purrs. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.